Hi Taurus, welcome back to the channel. I just pulled cards for you and I need to tell you what came through because this reading is incredibly specific about someone who thought they could play games with your heart and walk away unscathed. The universe has been watching everything, and what is coming for this person is nothing short of karmic realignment. So if you have been feeling like someone got away with hurting you or manipulating your emotions, stay with me because the cards are revealing something powerful. Before we get into the cards, I want you to take a moment and think about someone in your life who may have underestimated you. Someone who thought they were clever, thought they had the upper hand, thought they could use your loyalty and stability against you. The energy coming through is very specific about deception and emotional manipulation. And I am seeing that this person is about to receive a massive reality check from the universe itself. The first card I pulled for you is the King of Cups. And this is fascinating because this card is showing me the person who hurt you or played games with your emotions. Now, the King of Cups usually represents emotional maturity and someone who has mastered their feelings. But when this card appears in the context of someone who wronged you, it is telling me about someone who knew exactly what they were doing emotionally. This was not an accidental hurt, Taurus. This was someone who understood emotional dynamics, who knew how to say the right things, how to make you feel safe and seen, and then use that knowledge to manipulate the situation to their advantage. What I am picking up with this King of Cups is that this person presented themselves as emotionally available, as someone who had their life together, as someone mature and ready for something real. They may have talked about deep topics with you, shared vulnerable moments, created this impression that they were on your wavelength. But here is what the universe is showing me. This person was performing emotional availability while actually being completely disconnected from genuine feeling. They were using emotional intelligence as a tool for control rather than connection. I am also seeing that this person may have positioned themselves as the calm one, the rational one, the one who had everything figured out while making you feel like you were too intense or too much or too demanding. Classic manipulation tactic, right? They use their appearance of emotional control to make you question your own valid feelings and needs. They may have said things like, "You are being too sensitive," or "You are overthinking this," when you tried to address real concerns. They weaponize the image of emotional maturity against you. What is really important about the King of Cups appearing here is that it shows me this person's emotional manipulation was calculated. This was not someone who was just confused or going through something. This was someone who made deliberate choices to engage with you in a way that served their ego or their needs, while disregarding your emotional well-being. They saw your genuine nature, your loyalty, your capacity for deep feeling as a Taurus, and they decided to exploit it rather than honor it. The universe is showing me that this person may have also kept you in a state of confusion. Hot and cold behavior, mixed signals, breadcrumbing, classic King of Cups reversed energy. They knew enough about emotions to know exactly how to keep you hooked without actually committing to anything real. They gave you just enough to keep you hoping, just enough emotional depth in conversations to make you think there was something substantial there, but never actually following through with consistent, genuine action. Now here is where it gets really interesting. The second card that came through is the Page of Swords, and this is all about the truth coming to light. The Page of Swords is the messenger, the revealer, the energy that cuts through deception with clarity and facts. What the universe is telling me is that this person's games, their manipulation, their carefully constructed image is about to be exposed. The Page of Swords does not play around. This is about information surfacing, truth being spoken, patterns being recognized by others. I am seeing that whatever this person did to you, they likely did to others as well. This was their pattern, their modus operandi. And the Page of Swords is indicating that these patterns are becoming visible to people around them. Maybe someone else is speaking up about how this person treated them. Maybe mutual friends are starting to connect dots and realize this person is not who they presented themselves to be. Maybe in their current situation, their true character is showing through in ways they cannot hide. What I love about the Page of Swords appearing after the King of Cups is that it represents the exact opposite energy. Where the King of Cups was all about emotional manipulation and using feelings as tools, the Page of Swords is about cold, hard truth and intellectual clarity. This person cannot charm their way out of what is coming. They cannot use emotional manipulation tactics to deflect from the reality of their actions. The truth is sharp, it is clear, and it is undeniable. The Page of Swords is also showing me that you are gaining clarity. Part of this karmic justice is not just about them facing consequences, but about you finally seeing the situation for exactly what it was without the fog of their manipulation. You are connecting dots you could not see before. You are recognizing patterns you gave them the benefit of the doubt on. You are understanding that your intuition was right all along, even when they tried to convince you otherwise. I am also picking up that there may be actual communication coming to light, texts, messages, conversations with others where this person revealed their true intentions or talked about you in ways that show their real character. The Page of Swords often represents written or spoken information, and I am seeing that evidence of this person's duplicity is surfacing. Maybe you will hear something through the grapevine, or maybe this person will be caught in a lie when their stories do not add up. The third card is the Page of Cups, and this is showing me your emotional truth and authenticity in this situation. While they were playing games with the energy of the King of Cups, you were operating from a genuinely open heart. The energy of the Page of Cups. This card represents sincere feelings, vulnerability, and authentic emotional expression. You were not playing games, Taurus. You were genuinely showing up, genuinely interested, genuinely offering something real. The Page of Cups is the universe's way of validating that your approach was pure. You were not trying to manipulate anyone. You were not testing anyone. You were simply being yourself and offering your authentic feelings. And while this person may have taken advantage of that openness, the universe sees the purity of your intentions. This matters enormously in terms of karmic energy because you have nothing to answer for. Your conscience is clear. What I am also seeing with the Page of Cups is that your emotional authenticity, the very thing this person may have exploited, is actually your greatest strength moving forward. Because you were real, you can walk away with your integrity intact. Because you were genuine, you can trust yourself and your ability to love authentically. This person's karma is going to be heavy precisely because they violated something pure and real. They took your genuine heart and treated it carelessly, and the universe does not let that slide. The Page of Cups is also telling me about new emotional beginnings for you. While this person faces the consequences of their actions, you are being given opportunities for fresh starts with people who will actually appreciate and reciprocate your authenticity. The universe is essentially saying, you gave pearls to someone who could not recognize their value, but there are people coming who will treasure what you offer. I am picking up that you may have questioned yourself after this situation. You may have wondered if you were too open, too trusting, too much. The Page of Cups is the universe's emphatic answer. No. Your capacity for genuine feeling is beautiful, and it was this person's inability to match that energy that was the problem, not your willingness to show up authentically. Do not let one person's emotional immaturity make you doubt the gift of your open heart. Now, the fourth card is the Ace of Swords, and O Taurus, this is where the universe's justice becomes crystal clear. The Ace of Swords is the card of truth, clarity, breakthrough, and decisive action. This is the sword of truth cutting through all the confusion, all the manipulation, all the gaslighting, all the carefully constructed lies. What is coming for this person is an undeniable moment of truth that they cannot avoid, cannot manipulate their way out of, cannot reframe or spin. The Ace of Swords represents a breakthrough moment where everything becomes obvious. All their tactics, all their games, all their manipulation suddenly becomes visible to everyone, including possibly themselves. This is not a gentle realization. The Ace of Swords is a lightning bolt of clarity that strikes suddenly and completely changes the landscape. I am seeing that this person is going to have a moment where they can no longer hide from the truth of who they have been and what they have done. For you, Taurus, judgment represents your own awakening and liberation from this situation. You are being released from any energetic ties to this person. You are being freed from the confusion and the what-ifs. You are being given closure on a cosmic level even if you never get it from them directly. Judgment is the universe's way of saying, this chapter is done, and you are free to move forward unburdened by this experience. I am also seeing with judgment that there is a higher purpose to what you went through. As painful as it was, this experience taught you something crucial about boundaries, about recognizing manipulation, about trusting your intuition. You are not the same person who entered this situation, and the growth you gained is going to serve you powerfully in the future. The universe sometimes allows us to encounter difficult people so we can level up our discernment and our standards. The final card I pulled is the Hierophant. And this is fascinating as the conclusion because the Hierophant represents tradition, integrity, values, and doing things the right way. This card is showing me that while this other person was operating outside of integrity, breaking trust, and disrespecting sacred bonds, you were honoring your values. You were showing up with loyalty, consistency, and genuine care, all very Taurus qualities, and all very Hierophant qualities. The Hierophant is the universe's validation that traditional values like honesty, loyalty, commitment, and integrity still matter and are still rewarded. This person may have thought they were clever by playing games, but the Hierophant is showing that the universe favors those who operate with honor. Your commitment to being genuine and treating people with respect places you in alignment with universal principles, and that alignment brings blessings. What I am seeing with the Hierophant is that you are going to attract situations and people who share your values moving forward. The universe is essentially upgrading your connections because you prove that you will not compromise your integrity, even when dealing with someone who has none. The Hierophant often represents teachers and mentors, and I am picking up that you may meet someone who helps you understand the spiritual lessons in what you experienced. Or you may find yourself in a position to help others who go through similar situations. The Hierophant can also represent traditional structures and institutions, so I am seeing that you may find love or opportunities through more conventional channels, maybe through work, through community involvement, through friends of friends, through structured social settings. After the chaos of dealing with someone who operated outside of any ethical structure, the universe is bringing you connections that have a foundation of shared values and mutual respect. I am also picking up that the Hierophant is encouraging you to trust the traditional wisdom about relationships. Actions speak louder than words. Consistency matters. Integrity is non-negotiable. Respect is fundamental. This person tried to convince you that your standards were too high or that you expected too much. The Hierophant is the universe saying your standards were exactly right, and anyone who cannot meet them is simply not your person. So Taurus, let me bring all of this together for you. Someone who manipulated your emotions and played games with your genuine heart is about to face serious karmic consequences. The truth about their behavior is coming to light, their patterns are being exposed, and they are heading for a major wake-up call from the universe. Meanwhile, you are being validated, freed, and prepared for connections that will actually honor the authenticity and loyalty you bring. The universe saw everything that happened, every lie they told, every time they made you doubt yourself, every moment they chose their ego over genuine connection. And cosmic justice is real. This person is about to understand that you cannot treat people carelessly and expect to walk away unscathed. What they did to you is coming back to them multiplied. For you, this is about closure, clarity, and moving forward with your integrity intact. You did nothing wrong by being genuine. You did nothing wrong by showing up authentically. And the right people, the people who deserve you, are going to treasure exactly what this person took for granted. I would love to know if this resonates with your situation. Have you been dealing with someone who played emotional games with you? Can you feel the shift in energy around this situation? Drop a comment and let me know what is happening in your world. And if this reading brought you clarity or validation, send it to another Taurus who might need to hear this message. Thank you so much for being here and trusting me with your energy today. I am sending you so much love and strength as you move forward from this situation. Remember, the universe always has your back when you operate with integrity and authenticity. Talk to you in the next one.